Welcome back to Perry Unlikely. Today, let's talk about Vechain. Of course, I have spoke on Vechain before, but I felt that it's a good day to discuss Vechain once again because there's so much stuff that's going on. And looking at the price action, this very well could be the time that the train is leaving the station as far as price for this bull market cycle. Now, the reason I say that is, if you look at how far it's come just in the past year, obviously the whole crypto market, as you go on, returns obviously start to diminish because the price is going up. And we do have a level that we think it'll get to during this market cycle. I am not a financial advisor, so before you invest in anything, you should seek the help of a professional. Now, why am I so bullish on Vechain? Well, as I told you, I am not a financial professional, but maybe it would help if we were to speak to someone that was a supply chain professional that would know more about the need of this project. Well, it just so happens I am a supply chain professional. So, in all honesty, this product is one that is needed very much so. And what Vechain is doing is really going to have an impact globally. First of all, let's discuss the partnerships that Vechain has. So Vechain has partnered up with Walmart and Sam's Club in China. They partnered up with BMW. They partnered up with Reebonz, I think is the way you pronounce it, which is a second-hand luxury goods company. So those are strong partnerships, and they continue to grow. PwC uses Vechain as well. And those are just to name some of the companies that have partnered with Vechain. But to go a step beyond that, let's talk about what sectors they're currently operating in. Vechain is operating in the healthcare sector, sustainability, energy, fashion and luxury goods, food safety. Food safety is something that is becoming more and more important. So you certainly can expect Vechain to delve even further into this area. And beyond that, we just got the news that Vechain has partnered up with a Chinese-French cosmetic company. So that is a pretty big deal as well. The reason why I thought it was important to highlight those is these sectors that Vechain is engaged with are essentially the largest sectors on a global scale. So it only bears in mind to think that Vechain will have success and expand along with these ever-growing sectors. Now, I want to approach this from two different ways. I always think in terms of the bull market cycle, that is the current cycle, or if we're in a bear cycle, the bear cycle. But also I like to keep in mind long-term investing. So I'm going to let you know what I think about the short term, but let me go ahead and get this out of the way. I believe Vechain is a phenomenal long-term investment, and I think several years down the road, the growth that we see from it is going to be unparalleled to a lot of other cryptocurrencies. I do believe other cryptocurrencies will do fantastic as well, depending on what their use case is, but I really think Vechain is just one of those where we're taking the real world applications that are needed, not only just a needed application, an application that has been needed in supply chain management and logistics for years, and we're taking the blockchain and cryptocurrency, combining that into one, and I do believe Vechain is ahead of the curve, and because of that, I think they're going to have massive success, especially the fact that we've got industry leaders already speaking about how pleased they are with their interaction and partnerships with Vechain to this point. But for the short term, and when I say short term, I mean this bull market cycle, which I anticipate will end now somewhere in between the fourth quarter of this year and probably the first quarter of next year. I will continue to give updates on that because things in the market are forever changing. I do have another video. If you hit the link above, you can see more in-depth information on Vechain and how it works and a better explanation. because today is just touching on why the train may be leaving the station for this bull market cycle. And in that video, I do discuss that I see the potential for Vechain to go to $1. So currently at the time of this video, Vechain is at 8.2 cent. It is ranked 18th among all crypto market caps, and the market cap is at 5.3 billion. So with me thinking that it can reach $1, that is going to put the market cap for us somewhere in the $60 billion range. That would be north of 60 billion, which I believe still is absolutely doable, and we can reach that. But on top of just the use case of Vechain, what really makes it bullish is not only have we gotten news in the recent past of Vechain potentially bringing Uniswap over onto the Vechain blockchain, we also have the news of Proof Authority 2.0 and those advancements, and then also the Vexchange 2.0. So all of this is going to lead to more and more network use, which certainly is going to help with Vechain appreciating in price. We've also got the vtho token, which is being burned. So we've also got that, and it has been doing some pretty good numbers as well. So all these things combined, it does lead to it becoming more and more bullish. Just look at the jumps in price we have had over the past months. It's been phenomenal. One thing you cannot underestimate is network activity. Anytime you have people actually using a protocol and you have that number continually going up, which is happening with Vechain, it is going to help for the price to appreciate. So whether your strategy is to sell this before the market corrects, that is the expected correction that will happen, much like it did in 2017 going into 2018 in the cryptocurrency space, or you plan to hold on to it long term, this is a great time still to get in. But as far as the short term and in this cycle, you really do want to try to make that decision now rather than later if you want to get an increase on your gains. As I said, remember, this is not financial advice. That is simply the way that I'm playing it. So as I had mentioned about the importance of this product to supply chain, the same way that you order a package and you would like to be able to track that package from the time it's sent to the time it gets to you, it is extremely important in the supply chain management field that these billions of dollars being spent, that companies are able to track the safety and protection of their product from the source. And that is from the time that the grapes come off the vine all the way to the time that the wine is poured into your glass. So even if you don't understand supply chain management, that's just a way that you can understand the importance on a broader level. Vechain is a project that just continues to hit on all cylinders. If they are to execute, you'll have Proof of Authority 2, which is their consensus. You have Uniswap potentially coming on to Vechain, and you have Vexchange with new coins added and it operating better. All these things come together to make it absolutely bullish. Beyond that, just imagine if it does get that exchange listing with a Coinbase or something like that that we've been anticipating. This is going to be absolutely bullish. Even if it did not fulfill that $1 mark and went to 50 cent, we're still looking at over a 6x from here. That in my book is a good investment, but I do anticipate that we will push up to that $1 level. And that is dependent upon Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies such as Ethereum and how they play out throughout this bull market cycle as well. Take a second, check out some of the other videos that I've put up. I've done 2 on Vechain, kind of explaining what is going on. I'm going to also link to some articles about Vechain, what they have going on. but I thought it was important to do this video today just as an update, because we are getting to that point in price where I believe there's potentially some other cryptocurrencies that I think I can invest in. And I've been in Vechain for quite a while, but at this point, I think there's some other ones I can invest in where I can get a bigger ROI. So if you are going to consider Vechain, maybe now is the time to do it. You will have to make that decision. Thank you for watching the video. Please hit the like button. Make sure to leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm. It definitely helps. Thanks to each and every subscriber. Please take a second to subscribe if you want to stay up to date on the latest cryptocurrencies and you want price projections on what the prices of various cryptocurrencies will go to during this bull market cycle. Hit the bell for notification, and I will see you next time.